What's up, Agent Zero here, and welcome back to some more Behind Locked Doors. Now, last episode I gave you guys a tour of the map, basically just to show new people exactly what this series is and how much work is currently done. However, before I go any further into this video, I do want to point something out regarding this series, and it is something that I pointed out in yesterday's video, but I feel since this is the series that pertains to, that it kind of needs to be said again. So, last week when I posted the video, I got a tweet from one of the other SMP members. I'm not going to say who it was, but they basically said that they've been trying not to watch this series strictly because they do not want spoilers on this map, because they're interested in this map. They want to be able to play this, and I understand their reasoning behind this. I mean, it makes perfect sense. I mean, you wouldn't want to know what the answers to a puzzle map are until you actually start playing it, because otherwise I feel like you're basically not learning anything about the map at all. So I understand your reasoning. However, I do want to point out that even though I am in fact building this map as a series for you guys, I'm doing my absolute best to make sure not to spoil any of the puzzle solutions, because there's really no need to spoil anything here. It's just me putting the map together now. If you guys are able to pause the video in certain spots and just simply look at the redstone, you might be able to figure it out, but quite honestly, I don't know who would take the time just to do that. Again, this series is strictly putting the map together. I'm doing the best that I can in this series not to actually spoil any of the puzzle answers. So anyway, with that out of the way, so today we actually are starting on level 5, which is called Lazy Levers, which I'll explain to you guys what that is in a moment, but I feel it's necessary to update you guys on level 4 because I actually had to do a bit of changes to the redstone, because the way it was set up, there was a glitch, because the way redstone works when you start a world is that redstone, its default state is off. So if you start up a map and a redstone circuit is actually on instead of off, then it's going to stay off until a split second later when it turns back on. And the reason why I'm mentioning this now is because originally what I had intended was that this piston right here, which is in fact a sticky piston, was extended just as the start of the map was going when you first load it in. But I found out there was a bit of a problem, because obviously, like I just said, the piston is going to be off to start with and then turns back on, which means there was a hole down in here where the minecart can fall through, which we didn't want the minecart to fall through just yet. And then I also mentioned yesterday that not yesterday, last episode, episode 10, that I did do this change and found yet another flaw. And yeah, so I ended up fixing the flaw. So now, in order to be able to actually put this together, instead of turning the redstone off like it was originally, it's turning the redstone on. So this starting gate will turn on, which activates this side of the AND gate, and then this one activates this side, and then this side, just like that. And once the redstone is powered on, it's going to run into this hopper-dropper monostable circuit, which is going to create a short pulse, which is going to allow this sticky piston to push, really, rain, anyway, which is going to push this block and this block together, move this block out of the way, and then retract, which then opens up the hole for our minecart to fall through. And then from there, it starts, it opens the door, which I literally just realized. I don't know why I didn't do this before. This piece of redstone is missing right here. If I were to leave it at that and I were to publish the map, this would not work. Okay, so then that's been fixed. So yeah, that's just basically updates on this particular level. And again, this level is actually meant to be able to start on level 5, which is called Lazy Levers, which I actually have not yet built the introduction room to that level as of yet. But I have started work on it in my testing world, or at least I have the concept down. So lazy levers, basically what lazy levers, come on, load in for me. That's not even thank you. So here's the concept behind lazy levers. So basically it's nothing but a game of timing. So let me go ahead and show you what this is. So this is what's known as a pulse lever. I actually did a redstone video on it not too long ago, about a few weeks ago. I'll put a link down in the description to that video if you guys want to check it out. But basically, here's what's going on here. So instead of the lever giving a constant on-off output, it creates a pulse just like a button. So if I go ahead and flick this lever, you can see this stays on for a long time and then turns off. If I flick it the other way, however, and my controls just glitch, so if we turn it back off, it creates a short pulse, and this is basically what's running the whole thing. It's actually a more compact way to be able to make a pulse lever. There is a one-wide compact way to do it, but there's a specific reason as to why I did it this way. If you guys go check out the video where I explain this up, then you'll see exactly what it is that I was doing to make this. But here's the whole point of it. So there's going to be a total of 6 levers in this level, and there's going to be one on the left and there's going to be one on the right. And the way this is going to work, my gosh, what is up with this skeleton horse? I mean, I've had a couple of rainstorms in my testing world, and this guy's just, yeah, he's doing that. But anyway, I'm getting distracted. So anyway, here's what's going on. So it's going to be 3 levers on the left and 3 levers on the right, okay? And I actually have not built a example building, because I have an example building off in the distance if you can see it. That was for level 2 sand search, which is the maze level, and that's just the circuitry for the actual door to it. But here's what's going on. So like I said, 3 on each side, and the way this is going to work is that you have to flick all 3 levers on each side at a specific moment in order to activate circuitry. And what I mean by this is you need to time when you're actually flicking these levers, because every single one of these is actually going to be linked to one of these circuits, which is actually called a what is it called? It's not a T flip-flop circuit, or a snore latch. It's called a snore latch. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name. So basically, if you try to send power, okay, let me go ahead and do this real quick. So I'm gonna put a lever on each of these. So basically, you know what? Levers probably don't have to be done for this, but actually, you know what? Levers is what's already in my inventory, so whatever. So basically, what an RS NOR latch is that one side is on and one side is off. Now, if you try to send power to the one that's already off, nothing happens. However, you send power to what's on, it turns off and then forces the other one to turn on. And then again, you can't actually switch this, but you switch this and the power goes back. And the reason why RS NOR latches are so useful is because then that allows you to actually be able to have redstone work one specific way, but doesn't work the other. If you guys remember when I did level 3 card case, this is actually what was on the roof of that particular level to open the door. So here's what's going on. So it's combining this pulse lever with this AND gate system right here. So if you're not sure what an AND gate is, then obviously you've probably been living in a hole or not even playing Minecraft at all. But basically an AND gate means that every single one of these inputs has to be on in order for this output to be on. So let me go ahead and demonstrate for that really quick. So if I go ahead and flick this lever, it turns this torch off. But because these torches are still on, they're still reaching to this redstone torch, which means it stays off. And if I go ahead and flick another lever, it's still off. However, we've got one last lever to pull. So if I go ahead and flick this lever, and what that did was actually turn this torch on, which powers this block, which turns it off. So then the RS NOR latch switches around, so it turns on. And then obviously all of our circuitry lands right here to this redstone lamp. Now, so if I go ahead and flick one of these levers back off so that the torch turns back on, because of the way RS NOR latches work, it doesn't turn the circuit back off. And this is what's going to end up working out for this particular level. So you're going to have to not only time your levers according to what the pulse gives you, but you have to do all three on each side at a specific rate in order to be able to actually be able to have the AND gate turned on for long enough to switch the RS NOR latch. Because once you do that, you have one side of the room that is done, and then the other side of the room that you need to get done, that is actually going to end up, you're going to need to do this twice, one on each side, as I said. And once you have both of these on, that means the door is going to be open. Now, I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to wire these up as of yet. Well, other than the fact that I want to do something like this. But the difficult part about doing this is because it's just going to be, these are actually spaced out at the moment to match that of this. So I'm trying to figure out how am I going to go about putting one of these together but have them closer together. I'm kind of hesitant to put these directly next to each other strictly because of the way the redstone wiring works. But then again, I guess it's possible that I can figure out a way to wire this up without issue. And so I kind of need to figure that out. So what I'm going to do is if I go ahead and place down a lever right here, suppose what I could do is put a torch right here, put a block on top of it with a torch like this. And then I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a block right here, and then I need a block right here. And so put down a repeater like this, and both of these repeaters are going to be going into a block, and I didn't want to destroy both of those. Alright, so just like this. And so from here, we're going to take and put redstone torch like this. So what I'm going to end up doing here is basically, let's hold on. How am I going to do this? I actually am kind of confused here. Okay, so I do know for a fact what I'm going to do is I'm going to place down 3 blocks like this, and these 3 blocks are all going to be repeaters. And then I want to do the exact same thing on this side. So I'm just going to try to replicate this. Actually, you know what I could possibly do is, instead of have it like this, the way I already have it set up, is I can do this, just like that. Yes, I think this could work. So if I do this, instead of having this set to a full delay, if I put this on normal delay, normal, and then 2 tick delay. I want to say that should be able to fix it. So what I'm trying to do here is recreate this exact circuit and then try to have them next to each other, if that makes any sense, because I want to try and make this as compact as possible so that I have a lot of room to work with. Unless what I could do, I might be able to run the redstone up above instead of off to the side. How would I go about doing that, though? So I already told you guys what's going on for this level. You guys already know, but trying to figure out how would I go about setting this up. And I did not want to destroy that before the torch, but whatever. So suppose what I might be able to do is if I do this, maybe how am I going to do this? Okay, so if I go ahead and put a block right here. Actually, no. What I was thinking was running the redstone up above the circuit, strictly because then that way it would be a little more compact, but I think I might be able to do this. So let me go ahead and put these blocks back like this, and that's going to, can I do this? Okay, so put down a repeater like this. No, that won't work. Well, what if I just did this and I ran that into a block right here, just like that, and then from here I just do what I normally do for this circuit. So this video ended up going from me knowing what I'm doing to me trying to figure out what I'm doing. So yeah, so if I go ahead and recreate that, so if I go ahead and do 1, 1, and 1, 2, and that's going to run into here, and put the torch down like this, and then from here put down blocks going like this, and then blocks going like this. No, I can't put that there. This needs to be a slab. So if I go ahead and put down redstone dust like this, and like that, and then the same on this side, would I be able to go ahead and replicate a second one of these right here? So if I put the lever just like this, and then I did the exact same thing again. Torch right there, block on top of it, with a redstone torch on the top of it. Now I know you guys probably know what it is that I'm doing as of right now. However, the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to figure out if I can actually put these next to each other. So now I just want to make sure that the redstone between the two isn't going to conflict with each other. So if I go ahead and put a repeater here like this, okay, I'll put a block up like this, and then I do again right here. Actually, what I need to do is go 1, 2, 3 out, and then same on this 1, 2, 3 out with a block right here, and then, that is going to be posed, this is going to be posed as problematic. This might be problematic. So what I'm trying to do, if I go ahead and put, let me go ahead and come down here, put down repeaters just like this, 1, 2, and 3, and then I do the exact same thing here. Actually, no, I need that normal and 2 tick, and see if I go ahead and put a torch down here, and I put a torch down here. So if I go ahead and do this, I do this. So now I'm confused on how I'm going to end up doing this. I'll have to do a little bit of experimentation on this. You know what I could possibly do is change this up a bit so that it's up by 1 block, if that even makes any sense to any of you guys. So, or what I could do, and I'm just thinking right now, suppose something I could attempt is, instead of doing this, put a block here, putting this here, and then from here put down the block right there, the torch on the side, and a block on top of that, the torch right here. And yeah, I think this might work. No, I don't want to pull a block there, but I do want to pull a block right here and there. So if I go ahead and do this, I can go ahead and put this down like that. Yeah, I'm thinking this is actually going to solve the problem I literally just had. So if I go ahead and put this here and here, and then I run redstone just like this. So then from here, I put down 1, 2, 3, and then I put down 1, 2, 3 just like this. I think. Yes, I think this will work. I want to say this will work. So if I go ahead and put down blocks of 1, 2, 3, just like this, and then just like this, and then I pull a block right here, and I pull a block right here. But here's the question, if I do this, okay, that's not powered, that, oh, I know why that's powered. I know exactly why that's powered. I literally just had a thought. I literally just had thought on how to fix this. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to pull this out by 1. So what I'm going to do is if I put a block right here, and then I put a block here. No. You know what, guys? At this point, I'm going to end this off here because I got a lot of experimentation to do to figure out how this level is going to end up working, because right at the moment I'm kind of confused and I'm kind of done trying to figure it out for right now. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, if make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.